Hey guys, welcome back. Bolt Spider here, and I'm with another video today. Today we're going to be going over the tier list for the brand new July 2021 meta. And I actually had time to sit down and think, unlike other people who just jumped right on it. So let's start off and go with what I would think would be the tier 1 decks this format. So this format, it's going to be a little hard to decipher for a little bit since everyone's scrambling to see what they're going to play. But I'm going to put the Shaddoll, Invoked, and Dogmatica all together in one because all three of those decks have synergy together. And they suffered 0 hits in the last ban list, so they're definitely going to be a threat popping up more. So Konami can sell the Megatins and finally put an end to the deck's long wait of people wanting it gone. So I'm going to put it there. After that, the only other deck that I see kind of just being meta would be Brigade. Tri-Brigade has multiple different forms. Zodiac Tri-Brigade is still strong because one Rapier can end on a double Dragon Lord, a Revolt, and an Appaloosa for 3 negates. On top of pure being legit trap the deck, and then we have the Leerless version, which will get stronger at the start of next year. So I could see we're going to have Tri-Brigades for quite some time. Now, after that, the tier 1.5 decks or tier 2 decks are going to be things that I cover last. Because I want to do the other decks real quick. The other decks I want to say are ABC. Then we also have something like your lovely Infernoble Knights and Eldritch. Also Heroes too, because Heroes, they're not going to do anything. Pendulum's not going to do much. And that's pretty much all I'm going to put in the other decks. Also Paleo. Paleo, no one really plays anymore. So after that, let's get to the next of the list. Also Watts can go there because I think that's just a meme pick. So for the next part, we have Phantom Knights. Phantom Knights are actually a very scary deck with multiple different variants that there are. You have the Dragoon variant and the brand new variant with all the Jin XYZs where you summon out Mizura and the piano one. And with that, it definitely makes a very scary situation with a fog with 3 back row, a Megaclops, and a Bardiche. I definitely think that Phantom Knights are going to be more in between tier 2 and Rogue. So if I had a spot there, I would definitely put it in there, but I'm going to put it at tier 2 since that's more of the optional point that I have. Then after this, we have Dragon Link. I'm going to put it at a good tier 2 as well. With the hit to Striker Dragon to 1 and LP ban, that definitely did a lot for the deck to actually hurt it. Now, we will see different variants popping up like the Dragoonity variant, so keep an eye out on that, and let's see what happens with Dragon Link after that. Next up, we have Drytron. Drytron is going to be right in the middle. This deck, it bricks, but I feel like once these two top of the decks move out of the way, Drytron is going to get pushed up because of how Drytron is. Their only hits that they have on the ban list are Union Carry and Ben 10. They can still do a lot, but you got to be very careful how you play. They can still end on Herald of Ultimateness or Herald of Perfection with few cards in hand and a few cards on the board, but I don't really see them being a serious threat currently until some new support comes out, if we get new support for Drytron. Then after that, we have Dinosaur. I'm going to put it at Rogue. Misk, the hit to 1 definitely does a lot. As we've seen in the past, when Misk went down to 1, Dinos pretty much went off the face of the earth. I feel like this is going to be the same thing that Dinosaur is going to go through again. Unless if I'm missing something with dinosaurs, yeah, I don't think I am. All because dinos just needed that blanket protection. Without seeing that blanket protection along with Oviraptor constantly, they're going to be more harmed to hand traps for the better. Next up, we have Sky Striker Tier 2. This deck got engaged back, and I feel like it's definitely worth putting at Tier 2. For Sky Striker in general, the deck is very scary, as we've seen it already topping with the new ban list as locals start to play with it. And I am a little worried of what Sky Strikers will do, and if Sky Strikers will get hit again. After that, we have Prank Kids. This deck kind of just faded off the face of the earth. I think it was because the end of the format was coming, and people found, oh, these decks are better. So I'm just going to put Prank Kids at tier 1.5. I'm not too sure about them, but I could definitely say they are worth putting up in the tier category other than down in the other decks or Rogue. Next up, Mystic Mine. Rogue, because it's definitely a scarier deck to go up against. If you don't have back row removal, you all must have to run back row removal, because you never know what's going to happen. Next up, we have Salamangreat with Mirage Thalio bringing back. I'm going to say it's going to be tier 2. Or 1.5, but tier 2. It was Rogue, and we saw it top here and there. But with that boosted Stalio, it gives them a better turn 1 option of going into things like multiple back row, having a Sunlight Wolf and a Balinx on the board with the field spell, and a Balinx in the graveyard. That's pretty good, just because one card came back. And finally, Virtual World, I see it being Rogue. Virtual World lost both double VFD quite some time ago, and yeah, it really hasn't done much, but I feel like it's still a deck that could do stuff. But it needs its time to shine if all of these decks get hit above. I could put it down into the other decks, but I feel like this is a suitable spot for it. I could knock down Salamangreat down a peg, but I feel like it's better. Now, if Orcust was on here, I would definitely put Orcust in other decks for now, since Harp Horror is still at 0. But yeah, that is my tier list. The explanations for all these down here: ABCs, they lost Union Carrier, they still haven't done anything since Buster Dragon went to 3. Infernal Knight, they lost the majority of their combo pieces like Link Cross and a couple other cards, and it kind of just died. Heroes, they're heroes. They only had a spotlight in 2020 at the very beginning of the year when they got their new support, but after that, they've just flatlined. Eldritch, I would put up in here, but no one's really playing Eldritch anymore. It's just there. I could put it up to Rogue, but it's just a supplementary engine right now. And I feel like it's not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. Then yeah, Pendulum Magicians are a little scary, but they suffer one downfall. They don't have a good Link 2 that they can go into just to make sure that their Pendulum Summons actually do a lot of meaning. And for Paleo, it's just the same as Elemental Heroes, where they had a format and then they just flatlined. The hype was there and flatlined. But anyways, if you guys did enjoy, hit that like button down below, and if you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I want to hear your guys' thoughts on my tier list. But anyways, see you guys in the next video.